Hello, it's Crow99, and I'm back at KSP. Now I said I'm going to stop the series, but I thought I would do one little update because I may be starting up a kind of Let's Play thing before I go on to the tutorials, which I haven't really gotten to yet. So, I was just working around here in my Paris. You can see I'm having a bit of trouble recently, some wolf layers and stuff. Now, this is Carvajal. Now, I got this second village and I meant to record it, but I didn't. So, basically, my house, by the way, has become a lot more powerful. You can see we have places, territory in Ireland, Scotland, and England, and a lot in England. So, I'm basically in West Yorkshire and Nottinghamshire. Now, they told me to go here to help with the voting, so I went here and to control this parish in 2 days. The old guy here, I'm not sure if he's inactive, he might be. Anyway, he has 2 villages, but anyway, he wasn't doing much, so I voted him out, and I'm trying to rebuild this parish. It doesn't get enough tax money, so it's not doing very good. Oh, I'm at Sutton and Ashfield. So, a little bit about getting a village. So, say you're a high enough level, I think gentlemen, or no sir, what was it? I want to say something like gentleman or alderman or human, something around that. Sorry, maybe I'll put an annotation in the video. And at that point, you are able to get a second village. Now, there's 2 ways. Now, one, if you see these little things here, you can buy a place. Now, you need a captain, which you can buy. They're just a military unit. They have a lot of military uses too. They're just a soldier, and then they also have these commands that make the units around them more powerful. They're pretty expensive, and they get more expensive the more you buy. So, like, I already bought 1 to get that second village, so now it's, before it was 1,000, now 2,000 gold. So yeah, that's the first way. You get one of these, you pay it, and you lose that captain. The other way is, say I want to take over this guy, I just attack him, and then there's this option for, there's a few options, and I hope I don't accidentally attack him. But, you see, the way it works is that when you attack somebody, there's a few different options. And I'm just going to see if I can attack from my other place. And I'll probably do a tutorial for this later. Say I want to attack. Okay, I guess I'm not. But say I wanted to attack, there's a few options. There's raise, which means I just destroy the village. There's pillage, which means I take resources. And there's capture, which means I just take over the place. You need a captain to capture, and the captain has to be alive at the end of the battle when you win. Now, I'm going to do a tutorial for this later, but that's the basics of it. So those are the 2 ways of getting something. And, by the way, like I just said, I got this parish. What was it? And then there's a few other things. For one, I've been researching a bit more. And, right. This, by the way, is, I believe, the first time I've done live commentary on this series, and I hope it'll end up better. You can see I've really started building up here. This is a design, I don't know of any name for it, but the basics is that you use these large towers. Oh, sorry, great towers, large towers, one of the great tower. Put them all around the edge, but there's not quite enough room, so on 2 corners you have a large tower on the very edge, and then one just large tower there, so that they all fit nicely. I think I'm going to do those on the opposite corners. I'm doing those 2 because they seem kind of more out of the way. I don't know, I feel like when somebody is attacking me, a player, they might just put the stuff here because, I don't know, it's close to the screen, they might just do it naturally. So that's my theory. Then in these edges you put stuff that you don't want to be taken out, so stuff like the guardhouses, which I'm not sure if I mentioned this. Guardhouses allow you to place more soldiers in your place, so they increase the maximum. Smelters, I believe, increase the damage your soldiers do. think. And there's a few other things you get later on, like the, what were they called? Ballista towers, I think? Yeah, so stuff that you don't want, that you don't want to be destroyed there, then you fill in this area here with the large towers. And the idea for this is these have more damage than just a block of the wall would if it was that big, so you do that. Then you fill the area in between these with either wall or moat. I haven't unlocked moat yet. The thing about moat, by the way, is that it can't be destroyed by catapults, which I haven't shown in this Let's Play yet either. Now, another thing I'm not sure if I've mentioned, but you notice here I can click between blue and green. Now, green are soldiers my liege lord sent me, which I think I've mentioned before, the whole liege lord thing. So we both get honor. Then he can send soldiers to me and attack from my place, from my village. And then the blue are my own soldiers that I've built here. So, yeah. For other things, I've been attacking a lot of wolf lairs. And, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but there's a few strategies to this. Now that one's already been attacked. Now see this block here? 5x5, that's 25. Now I don't have enough for this, but if you want to never lose when you attack a wolf lair, send one block of 25 pikemen, and then 3 blocks of 25 archers. That'll give you 100 in all. Now I don't have enough for that right now, and it's not like you can't win without that, but that is the amount that even the max size wolf lair will be defeated without any casualties, as far as I've found in my testing and from what I've heard. But it seems to hold up, so that's a tip. And right now I'm not even a high enough level on my best city, so I can't do that, but it's for future knowledge. That's how it works. Not sure if I've mentioned these resource stashes. When the resources don't just appear as these, they appear as resource stashes that need to be scattered at least once. I think I might have mentioned that before, but I'm not sure. By the way, I named this second village Carvehole. If you have an idea for a name, please suggest it, because I will be very willing to take up any name idea anybody said. Now, like I said about not having enough tax income, it actually is equal to what's being paid to the larger area county. So it's not losing money. However, if you trade with these, there's a 25% tax on whatever you're trading. So I will be just getting money here, but then the parish will also get more money, which means I can upgrade stuff. This means I can do things in the parish. So that's good. Yeah, so this is good, because I believe I have no tax rate, because I was trying to conserve my happiness. Can I do this? See, in order to be able to do this, you have to be minus 25, which I can't afford because wolf lairs, disease, and rain. Yeah. There's a wolf lair here. Not sure if I could take it out. Do I have troops here? Something else you can do, by the way, is attack from a parish. So if I'm here, I'm not sure if there are even any troops. Yeah, there are. And you can see I don't have enough pikemen here either. I'm debating using more. Gotta send like one more. That should be an... I just don't want to lose them, because these guys are the ones that are currently defending the parish. The guy, I'm really thinking that he is either inactive or just not that active, because Sorry, cut there. Because this parish was just getting constantly attacked. I'm gonna see if I can find something. Yeah. Tons of people were just attacking. Look at this, the walls. He wasn't repairing the walls. Those archers were barely alive. The catapults were breaking stuff down. And there was like 5 people attacking me, or this parish, in just the 2 days before I managed to take control of it. Haven't been attacked yet since then. And actually, nicely, where is it? Oh gosh, where is it? Oh, no, it would be here. So this guy influenced the election. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but monks, what do you get by researching theology, which is just religion, by the way, use the faith multiplier, which I don't have much of. And there's some great stuff you can do with them. One huge thing is influence elections. So if you've been paying attention, you know you can go into here and put your vote down. But a monk, you can send, and then you can either vote for somebody or take away votes from somebody. They can also do some other stuff like interdiction. If you interdict a village, then nobody else can send an attack to it. Unless an attack is already sent, then it continues. You can excommunicate, which lowers the happiness. You can bless it, which increases the happiness. You can heal plague from it. Plague, which this place currently has, lowers happiness. So I'm actually trying to research. Well, not right now. Right now I'm researching pitch extraction, which is used for various things in the castle. It's not actually that useful, honestly, but yeah, I've been doing a little bit more research in theology, not much, but next I get ordination, which means I can create monks. Won't be that useful yet, but, you know, step by step. If I actually build something here. Oh, I can finally build an inn. Where to put you? I feel like this and this look kind of important, so I don't want to cover them up because they could be really useful for something. They could be the pitch extraction. I forget. Oh, that's the other thing. So, notice this is a highland biome. Or, you have a highland village. Winterfell is the standard lowland. All these other places, if they're the first. Okay, this one is plains, but like, this one. So when you find most of them are lowlands, because that is the thing you start off with your first village when you start a world. So you can only do certain things. You can do all the basics, but you can't do some stuff. Like you can't get silk or spice or salt or pitch, and you don't get as much iron. You also don't get wine, and I think that's it. Yeah, so I don't get those things. In other places like the plains, I believe you get more wheat and more land overall, but it gives a bonus to wheat, that is. But has some other disadvantages. Yeah. So you can only do that when you're starting a new village, because if you capture the village, it stays whatever it was unless you restart the village, which erases everything in it, but lets you keep the village and just change what it is. Let me find where that is. Convert current village is what it's called. Yeah. So unless you convert the village. This, by the way, is a disease rat. So if you notice, not that place. This place has the plague. It's got 30 plague units. Disease, that is cold. And what it's going to do is it's going to spread that disease. I don't know the math of it, but when it gets to a certain level, it starts to spread to other places. So there's actually a really good reason why you should be healing the disease in a parish if you have the ability with your monks, which I will be able to do soon. Pretty soon. And, what else should I say? Oh yeah, those top two are a good bit ahead of mine, which is third. Inigo Montaña. Yeah, not sure if I explained this, but all these people, including me, are just normal. Then there's the leader of the faction and the officers, which the officers can vote for the leader, I believe, and can do other stuff. There's a baron. Anything else to show? Alright, I think that's the end of this episode, which I'm not sure what number it is. And thanks for watching. Watch out for next episode.